Have you ever felt like you're running endlessly, but you don't even know where you're running to? You have it all: money, status, prestige, yet your heart still feels strangely empty. Today, let me tell you the story of Linda, an American woman who once believed wealth was nothing more than the numbers in her bank account, until life led her to a completely different place. A place that taught her true wealth isn't about possessing a lot, but about needing little and feeling truly fulfilled. Seattle in winter is often shrouded in that gray, persistent drizzle, endless like an unnamed sorrow. From the high floor of a gleaming glass tower in the city center, Linda, a seasoned software expert, sat there, eyes glued to the screen filled with lines of code and dancing revenue charts. At 58, Linda had everything American society calls success: a penthouse apartment overlooking the windy Puget Sound, a retirement account ample enough to live comfortably in any lush suburb, and a reputation that commanded respect from every colleague. But deep down, Linda had no peace. She tried to recall the last time she truly laughed from the heart, not the polite smile in a meeting, and she couldn't remember. Her life had become nothing but brutal deadlines, cross-time zone calls that spun her mind in circles, and hastily gulped takeout coffees amid waves of exhaustion and hunger. Then, one October morning, in the middle of presenting a crucial project, dizziness struck like lightning. Linda collapsed right there on the cold marble floor of the conference room. When she woke in the hospital, harsh white neon lights assaulted her eyes, and the elderly doctor's grave voice rang out, "Linda, your body is sounding its final alarm. The pressure has worn down your nerves and exhausted your heart. If you don't stop right now, the next number you'll face won't be profits, but days confined to a hospital bed." That night, in her empty apartment, Linda stood before the mirror. The woman staring back had dark circles under her eyes and pale skin. She whispered to herself, "All of this, for what, if in the end I don't even have the strength to take a deep breath?" The decision to quit came like a flash. Linda sold everything, packed her life into 2 suitcases. She needed to find Linda again, the one buried under 3 decades of career dust. The journey began like an escape. Africa, with its blazing red deserts and vast starry skies, made her feel small. South America, with the passionate tango in Argentina, the majestic Andes peaks in Peru, each place offered a piece of the puzzle, but the picture of happiness still had huge gaps. She felt like a ghost wandering the world, observing life without truly touching it. Then a chance acquaintance handed her a postcard, a crescent-shaped beach, deep green mountains behind, and the words, "Da Nang, Vietnam, the city of smiles." Linda thought, "This will be my last stop before I find somewhere to truly grow old." When the plane landed in Da Nang one late afternoon, the salty sea breeze rushed in, carrying a flavor of freedom Linda had long forgotten. She rented a small apartment near Mei Beach. The next morning, following her old American habit, she planned to jog alone with earbuds in. But when she stepped onto the beach, she was stunned. Under the brilliant red dawn painting the sea, thousands of locals were already there. Elderly people practicing Tai Chi slowly, groups of women dancing folk routines with loud laughter, children dancing with the waves. No rush, no stress, just laughter and the sound of waves. Linda sat down on the sand. For the first time in years, she didn't need to do something. She just needed to be there. An old lady selling coconuts approached, her shoulder pole bending under the weight, her beetle-stained smile warm and welcoming. No shared language, but when she handed Linda a fresh coconut and gestured to drink, Linda felt a strange connection. The sweet, cool coconut water slid down her throat, washing away the bitter taste of those exhausting years. The old lady gently touched Linda's hand, her eyes seeming to say, "Welcome home, child." The weeks that followed were the most beautiful chapter of Linda's life. She joined beach yoga every morning, not to pose for perfect photos, but to listen to her breath blend with the waves. In the evenings, she found a small salsa club in a quiet alley. There, she was no longer expert Linda, just a woman swaying to the rhythm. New friends held her hands, guiding her steps. Amid Latin music in the heart of Vietnam, Linda's heart beat again with the joyful rhythm of youth. She climbed Nuj Han San, each moss-covered stone step teaching her about stillness and perseverance. From the mountaintop, with the blue sea on one side and bustling streets on the other, she realized balance isn't a destination, it's a daily choice. But what changed Linda most was the people here. She fell in love with street-side breakfasts, golden mi quang noodles, steaming pho in swirling morning mist. The vendors didn't just sell food, they sold care. "How are you feeling today?" a young stall owner asked in broken English. "Do you like this dish?" a motorbike taxi driver asked with a friendly smile. In America, for 30 years, people asked her, "What do you do? How's the project? How much did you make?" A person's value was measured by what they did and what they had. Here, in Vietnam, they cared who she was, how she felt, if she was happy. Wealth here was the warmth in human connections. One afternoon on a basket boat in the Bay Mau coconut forest, watching farmers paddle and sing, spinning skillfully on the water, Linda wrote in her journal, "I spent half my life chasing someone else's definition of wealth. I thought wealth meant being able to buy anything. But in Vietnam, I realized true wealth is when you no longer want to buy more, because you already have enough. Enough peace in your mind, enough health in your body, enough love from those around you." She slept soundly in her small apartment, waking to roosters crowing or ocean waves, feeling like the happiest woman in the world. Happiness now was simple. Walking to the beach at dawn, fine sand between her toes, sipping fresh coconut water from a stranger's hand. The chronic shoulder pain vanished. Her skin glowed from the central Vietnam sun and wind. Her smile returned, a real one, not forced. Linda's story spread. She shared everyday moments online, family meals with new Vietnamese friends, biking around Hoi An ancient town, learning to make banh xeo. Friends in Seattle were amazed. "Linda, you look 10 years younger." They asked about Vietnam, a place of peace amid modern life, low costs, but priceless soul value. Linda often replied, "Don't come here just to travel, come if you want to live again." She decided to stay long-term. No longer a tourist, she belonged here. In a spring morning with golden apricot blossoms blooming, Linda sat on her balcony watching people pass by, holding a fresh coconut, the symbol of life's sweet simplicity. Her 58-year journey wasn't wasted. Every pressure and pain in America had been the catalyst to bring her here, to the true definition of wealth. Vietnam wasn't just a country. For Linda, it was salvation. A place that taught her life isn't for accumulating, it's for feeling. Wealth isn't having more, it's needing less. When asked if she had regrets, she smiled, pointing to the deep blue ocean. "My only regret is not coming sooner. But perhaps everything arrives at the right time. Now I found the dawn of my life right here." Linda's story is a gentle reminder for all of us, those caught in the endless whirl of making a living. Are you truly living or just existing? Vietnam is still there, with its majestic nature and warm-hearted people, waiting to heal weary souls. Sometimes all you need to feel wealthy is one trip, one deep breath by the blue sea, and one fresh coconut from a stranger's kind hand. Are you ready to rediscover your own definition of wealth in Vietnam? Thank you for listening to this story. If these words touched your heart, please subscribe to the Deep Life Stories channel right now to join us in exploring more inspiring tales about life, about rediscovering yourself amid the chaos. See you in the next stories. Wishing you a truly peaceful and meaningful day.